Alright guys, we're back here playing The Long Dark again. This time, you know, after the first episode, it reminded me that we really need to go over the basics in the first few days of survival. Because if we have any new people watching this, going over complex topics like travel and maintaining your tools or harvesting resources just aren't going to cut it. You know, a lot of players who are new to this game are just going to need some basic help starting out, and so that's what we're going to try to offer today, is some guidance through the first few days of The Long Dark. And so we're going to click on survival mode. We're going to go new. We're going to choose Stalker because that is the difficulty that we play on at the moment. Alright, as for the region, I normally choose random, but since this is about new players, Mystery Lake, Coastal Highway, Pleasant Valley, they're all pretty friendly starting locations for people who are new to the game. People who are going to need a little bit of extra help to get by. And what I mean by that is these areas are going to offer you a lot of man-made structures, so there's going to be a lot of natural safety. None of these areas have too many predators, though they all have predators and dangers of their own. Pleasant Valley is pretty cold. Coastal Highway, as you can see, has a large bay portion, which is actually mostly frozen over, and so the player can cross that area of water. Mystery Lake, right here, Mystery Lake is a very popular region, and for the purposes of our video, I think we're going to choose Mystery Lake. So Mystery Lake is going to be our location for our guide on starting the first few days of The Long Dark. And then after that, you can choose whether you want to be male or female. We're going to go with a male survivor. And we're just going to call this Beginner's Journey. Alright. Because we currently have a Long Dark game in progress that we're using for the purposes of this guide, but we didn't film the first few days like this. So we're coming back, we're doing it now, and here we go. Life is an error-making and an error-correcting process, and in nature and in man's marking papers will grade him for wisdom as measured both by survival and by the quality of the life of those who can survive. Okay. So this is a really friendly start. Are we right next to the camp office? Okay, so right here, these railroad tracks, these are a major landmark in Mystery Lake. Okay, so that's the railway. It's the railway leading to Forlorn Muskeg back there, I think. Alright, so I think I know exactly where I am. I'm pretty sure the camp office is right up here. That's where those lines are going. Over there's the wrecked train car. We'll be checking that out in a bit. Yeah, there's the camp office. Okay, so before we go to the camp office, let's take note. When we start The Long Dark on Stalker, we'll have 1 bandage, 1 bottle of antiseptic, 1 bedroll, 12 cardboard matches, 1 flare, and some really shitty gear. I mean, let's see how cold we are. Yeah, we are very cold. So let's go and loot the camp office, because these clothes are providing no warmth out here. As you can see, our temperature gauge is falling quickly. And so we're actually going to sprint over here. So we are very light, and we can afford to lose the tire level right now. We're going to go inside the camp office. So alright, when you enter a building or you sleep in The Long Dark, the game is going to automatically save. The game systems revolve around permadeath and automatically saving. You do not have the option to save your game. The game will save when you enter structures or when you sleep. Or when you're attacked by a predator. You can't just quit out when something bad happens. Usually when something terrible happens, like an injury, the game will automatically save. Can of spray paint. Those were added in Fearless Navigator. That was a while ago. Energy bar. Alright, there's our first piece of food we found. So you're going to want to scavenge any structures you can find for basically everything. Stuff that can be left at the moment is probably like paper. We will probably be setting up the camp office as our like home base of operations, since it's kind of centrally located in Mystery Lake. It's a really nice place for new survivors to start out from, to explore. I can use this. Find gear and consolidate it. So that's a good hat. We actually found a wool toque right away. That's good luck. All right. Nothing else in there. We're going to put that on. So essentially, when you're putting together your first kit of gear, you are going to put on anything and everything that you can find that's going to fill these slots. And then once you take care of that, you're going to worry about repairing it. But finding the gear comes first. So let's see here. Let's go over here. Accelerant, stack of papers. We can leave those. Antibiotics, great. That's money in case we get sick or hurt seriously. Oh, book on cooking. More paper. Line, that'll be great for making fishing tackle. A storm lantern. Okay, we're going to take it. Normally I don't carry one of those around unless I need it, but we are light on weight right now. A hook, we can mix that with the line and make fishing tackle. Fishing tackle is useful because we can use it to either fish, obviously, or we can take it and we can repair our clothes with it if we don't have a sewing kit. Bandage, hell yeah.
I could use this.
More antiseptic. All right, antiseptic is good, but it's also heavy. You get 5 uses out of each bottle, so it can go a long way. Alright. Looks like we've gotten everything on the first floor. You can tear those cloths apart if you need to harvest them for stuff. You can also tear apart curtains and dismantle certain pieces of furniture inside the buildings and around the world.
This will come in handy.
Oh, nice. That's a really nice sweater. It's in bad condition, but that's great. That is great. So we're going to put that on right away. Yeah, ragged fishing sweater. Let's do it. Right over here, nothing in the crates. A note left behind. Yeah, these are like little contributions that backers wrote for the game that were inserted back when it was in the crowdfunding phase, I'm pretty sure.
Wonder if this is any
chips.
good to eat.
Hell yeah, we're going to take those. Lantern fuel, useful obviously. We can actually probably just put it directly into the lantern we just found. Anything under the bed? Nothing under the bed. Bedroll, that's money. Alright. So with the bed, we could sleep here if we wanted to. We might sleep to get our condition up. It's really bad. Or our warmth level, not our condition. Our condition is fine. Alright. What do we find so far? You know, we can actually, watch this. We can take, we're going to make the fishing tackle. Where is it? There it is. We're going to make it in our crafting menu. Make fishing tackle anywhere. You don't need a workbench. Alright. And then we're going to I want to repair the sweater that I just found because this sweater is money. We're going to need cloth for that. So let's see here. We're going to rip up that curtain. Okay. Now we have cloth in our inventory, so now we go to the crafting. Or sorry, we don't go to the crafting, we go to the item itself, actions, repair. A 70% chance, and of course we fail. We're going to try again. This time it looks like we're going to succeed. Yep, alright, now it's back in better condition. It's worn instead of being totally ragged out. We got a little bit of warmth back while we did that. Not a lot, but it's enough right now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go hit up some cabins that I know are nearby over here along the lake. Usually during the first day of the game, you get kind of a grace period as far as the predators go. So we're going to try to make the most of what's remaining of this day to get areas out here looted and consolidate that loot back at the cabin. The camp cabin. Camp office. That's where we're going. The camp office. It's a great day out here. There's probably some fish tails I could pick, but you know, I'm gonna leave those for now because we have food. We're not starving. We don't need the natural food yet. We're gonna loot all these structures along here while we can. We're probably gonna end up freezing a bit while we're doing it too. It's pretty cold out here. Not as cold as it was when we started, which is good. And there's a wolf out there. Okay, so there isn't a grace period. Apparently, the predators come out right away on day one, regardless of whatever zone you're in. All right, the hatchet. Right here, let's talk about tools for a second. This is the all-around go-getter tool. This tool right here will get you wood. Wood will let you cook raw meat. Wood will let you boil snow. Wood will let you purify water. Wood will keep you warm because, duh, it burns. What else is the hatchet good for? Well, you can use it to quarter an animal or skin it, harvest it. You can use it to defend yourself in a struggle with a predator, like a wolf. So we're going to take it. And cedar firewood, we're going to take it for now to bring it back to our cabin. Nothing. Nothing. Alright, nothing. There's the fishing hole. We're not going to use it right now. You need the tool's also good for bashing open the fishing hole so it can be accessed by the player. Okay, that wolf's way over there, so we are swinging wide this way. And those cabins up ahead are our goal. You can see them in the distance. Is that another wolf? I can't tell. That could be another wolf in the snow over there. The wolves are pretty easy to spot because they're black and they move, unlike a lot of the stuff in this game. There's two out there on the ice right now, one closer to the island. Oh. You can hear them howling. We're getting cold now. We got hypothermia risk going on.
So cold.
It's kind of a good thing that's going to happen as we're about to duck into these little cabins up here and loot them. All right. In we go. Let's loot these as quick as possible. There's going to be any food. Soda, cool. Beef jerky. Search the trash can. Nothing. Coffee, one of the most OP items in the game. Brewing coffee and keeping cold or hot coffee on you is great benefit because coffee will take your fatigue meter back up and also give you a boost against gaining more fatigue. Or losing. Becoming more tired.
Hope nobody needs
ragged socks, right on. So let's put those on. Like I said, basically everything we find we're gonna put on, and it's gonna get repaired eventually. Probably once we're back at our main base. Nothing, anything. Okay, so stuff loves to hide in the long dark underneath the objects and the obvious places. So a lot of the time you gotta just duck low, take a look. Yep, there we go. There's a revolver cartridge. That'll come in handy whenever we find the revolver, obviously. Alright, taking off from here. Next cabin. And this is gonna kind of be the pace that you're gonna want to go at. You don't want to move like this.
I'm so cold.
Because you only have a limited amount of time in the first few days to consolidate some supplies and get some sort of set of gear together to get ready for the long-term survival. Of course, long-term, you're going to need animal hides. We'll talk about that more when we actually find something harvestable now that we have a hatchet. We're going to put that on, I think. Are we? No, we're not going to put it on. No, we're not going to put it on right now. It's not as good as what we have, but we're keeping it because it's better than the regular sweater in our inventory once it's repaired. Anything else? Wow, this is a pretty abandoned pretty desolate little cabin. We're going to take the reclaimed wood just cause it's there. As you can see, the weather's starting to change. There's a fog out over the ice right now. Anything in the trunk? Nothing. Anything in the container?
Could end up being useful.
Thick wool sweater. Nice. It's actually the second highest quality clothing item we've found so far. So far, we've had really good luck with our gear finds this run. Hopefully that'll hold out, along with our other luck. Nothing in the trash can, no surprise there. Nothing in the buckets. Alright, another really desolate cabin, and I can't say I'm surprised. This is just how your luck goes sometimes, especially on a map like Mystery Lake.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
Alright, these big sticks aren't worth our time to break down, but when we see little lone sticks on the ground, they are worth picking up because we want to get enough wood on our person that in case we need to start a fire, we can. We also want to take wood back to our base eventually. We might worry about that after we get the looting done. So you can see we can use the hatchet and 45 minutes of our time to break down this limb into 3 pieces of usable firewood and a tinder plug. Doesn't sound great, but it actually is. That is a good amount of wood. You don't need a fire every night if you're using indoor locations for camping. Most of them are warm enough for the player to get by without a fire. Wolves out there on the ice. Note left behind. Yep. Apparently the wolves drove that guy mad. Let's see here. What's in the cabin? Tomato soup. Alright, we'll take it. In the box? Nothing. Nothing. In here?
This stuff will come in handy.
Mittens. Alright. We like mittens because our hands are bare. There we go. Oh, a can of spray paint. See, that's why you gotta look under stuff. You will be surprised by what you find in the nooks and crannies of this game. Now, my nose is itchy today for some reason. It's just my crappy mustache hair tickling my nose, probably. These other cabins are burnt down. I can't remember if that's a randomized feature or if those 2 cabins are always burnt. But anyway, we're going to proceed. There's another batch of cabins up ahead. That's where we're headed. On the day when there's no wolves on the ice would probably be a good time to harvest cattails and stuff. I don't see any right here anyway. We're going to grab a couple rocks just in case we need them. Rocks are good for distracting wolves, stunning rabbits so you can run up and grab them. Oh, and look what's up ahead. It's a bear. That is a bear lumbering across the ice. The bear is probably the least threatening of the predators in the long dark. However, it is one of the more dangerous as it is quiet and will stalk you and likes to sneak up on you until it roars and charges. At which point it can become a big problem for the player. And let's see here.
This'll come in handy.
Oh, windbreaker, awesome. That won't keep us very warm, but that will block wind chill, which will keep us warm in bad weather. Which we don't always go out into bad weather. We would like to avoid going out into bad weather, but sometimes, rare times, you don't really have an option. And if you have to travel in bad weather, having a windbreaker on your outer layer is definitely a good idea. Or a ski jacket or any sort of synthetic to just block the wind from hitting your fabric clothes and keep you from getting wet. It looks like that's everything that's in here. Okay. See where that bear is. Walking that way. Okay.
So cold.
Let's see if we can't get back to the camp office right now. He did not hear the rock at all. The wolf did not change course. That's what I was trying to do there. Hopefully he won't just be looking at us as we come up over this ice bank. There he is on the ice. That's a good distance. That's a safe distance right now. He doesn't see us. He doesn't smell us. We are golden at the moment. Yep. Alright. We're just going to keep going, and we're going to get back to the camp office. You know, we might go check out the abandonment today. Oh, well, actually, we're freezing right now. We're not going to go do that. We're going to go warm up inside. Eat some food. As you can see, our condition has started to go down. That's our life bar at the bottom of the screen. And it's down about, I don't know, 15% right now is what it looks like to me. Put that stone away. Look at that stone's kind of boring. God, this game's just so beautiful. Just absolutely love it. So, we've got most of the lake looted right now. We found a couple decent items. And we're going to see what we can do while we're warming up over here. The rest of our remaining daylight, we'll harvest some cloth and repair our kit. So, I mean, that should be the big focus of the first few days of the Long Dark, is getting your gear together. If you're playing on Interloper, which is the difficulty that is higher than Stalker, I cannot recommend hunkering down. You can't really maintain a base in Stalker, or sorry, in Interloper, until you've made arrowheads, so that you can have a long-term source of food. You kind of have to carry everything on your back and move from place to place as you gather what resources there are available. The higher the difficulty, the higher the difficulty that you're playing on in the Long Dark, the more scarce supplies will be in these indoor locations and spread throughout the world. However, the amount of predators and huntable animals seems to remain the same. Okay, so let's see here. What do we have in our inventory? We have no cloth right now. We're going to harvest some cloth. Write that down. Write that down. We're going to drop off the wood, the little bit of wood that we found while we were out and about, next to the stove. This is where we're going to have our fires when we need them.
I'd better find some water.
We don't have any water on us. That's a good point, buddy. But we do have soda. In case we get too thirsty, we can drink some soda. But we're going to want to purify water ASAP. And actually, there's a better stove upstairs. A much better stove upstairs, because it has access to 2 burners. Yeah, look at that. Even comes with cans. Alright, so we're going to start a fire here. That's the plan. Can we make a torch yet? We got the stuff for that? Oh, we don't have enough lamp oil. Can we change that? Can we somehow empty out the... I know we got a lantern. Damn. Okay, we can't take the fuel out. Alright. That's a shame, because then we could make a torch. But since we don't have a torch, we're just going to have to light the fire the way the game intends. So if you use a torch, you can avoid using matches. Because when you fail building a fire with matches, you're going to lose a match. And trust me, after a while, you're going to feel it. Alright, we got some matches. We found some matches while we were out. 55% chance to start a fire is not high, but none of your skills start very great in the survival mode for this game. Or just in story mode, too. None of your skills.
Damn it.
Damn, didn't make it. Okay. Going again. We don't have any tinder. Okay, so we need to make tinder. And the way we do that is with paper. Or you can take a twig. You can make tinder with a lot of stuff. As you can see, here's all the tinder recipes. Sticks, newsprint rolls, stacks of paper. Here we're going to make tinder plug. Alright. We're going to try this again. Alright. Come on, fire. Come on, fire. I know you want to. Just give us a little bit of good luck here. That'd be nice. It'd just be real nice. Oh, awesome. Okay.
That did it.
I'm just going to throw on all the fuel. Because what we really need to do here is we need to make as much water as possible with these 2 measly cans. It's only a liter every 40 minutes. We have 2 hours. Alright, so we need to go outside and see if there's a piece of wood we can harvest. Just to keep this going. And we're also going to drink some soda right now because we're out of thirst. While you can ignore your hunger bar during the day, not while you sleep, you're going to need food to let you sleep and regain condition. You can't really ignore the thirst meter. Not having your water needs not having your water needs met is going to kill you very fast. Just like freezing to death, just like being overly tired. The only condition of those 4 right there that you can really ignore is going to be your hunger. You can survive for several days being hungry. It's pretty realistic. But you are going to need to sleep at night to recover condition. Remember that. So the starvation method essentially boils down to letting your calorie meter tick off during the day, letting yourself starve, and then sleeping, eating before you sleep so that you can get the condition back that you lost during the day. What's going on up here? 3 minutes until boiled, 2 minutes until boiled. See, that was damn near perfect. We're going to throw. Alright, that looks good to me. And we're going to leave what's left, which ain't much, right here. This is going to provide us with drinking water. We're going to need drinking water. It's very, very important in this game. We just drank that whole cup because we hadn't had anything except that soda all day. Alright, I'm going to make more. Let's make more. Pass time until ready. Pass time until ready. Take it. Take it. We're going to make more. We started with no water, and we haven't found any water, so I wasn't even thinking about it, but it's a good thing we had the wood, because we need this water to survive. This is the first few days, gearing up, having access to water, learning a lot of the basics. Okay, we got time to make another round. Yep, okay, more water for us. Take it, take it. We don't... one more stick in. That'll get us there. That'll get us this extra water right now, which we're going to want because we're going to want to take it and the food we have when we set out tomorrow. Actually going to repair our clothes a little bit in the morning before we leave at first light. It tends to be pretty cold in the mornings at first light. You don't really want to go outside anyway. Take it, take it. All right, great. And we still have some food in our belly. It's probably enough to sleep through the night. Let's see. We actually don't ever sleep through the night. I usually sleep about 6 hours and then wake up to drink water. Because you will get dehydrated. Try to sleep all night. And so far, we've been alive for 17 hours and 16 minutes. That's not bad, eh? We're making it. We're doing it, Peter. Drink some water. Look at that. We went from 0 to 4.48 gallons. Or liters, sorry, liters. So we play in liters and kilograms on this channel. Try to get 4 hours of sleep. I better wake up fully rested. Let's see. It can be really hard to see in this game sometimes. We probably don't have light to work right now. So we're just gonna pass time.
I need to find food.
I'm not tired enough to sleep yet, huh? I gotta drink some more water. Let's try to repair some clothes, huh? Let's see if... Yep. There's just enough light to start doing this. Woke up at the right time. All right, cool. We got that repaired. We're going to try to repair these wool socks. Failed. I should just try to repair the wool socks. Probably one of the better items in the inventory right now. Great. See, it's -3 degrees inside here. So if we didn't have any sort of warmth bonus, we would be freezing. So it's no longer safe to just be in an indoor structure anymore. I was not aware of that. But now we know. Now we know. Okay. So we got our gear a little bit patched up. So we're going to head out and see what it looks like outside. It's pretty fucking cold, it looks like. Excuse my language. The snow's coming down. We're losing body temperature quite rapidly. It's probably not the smartest idea to go out into conditions like this because they could turn at any moment. But I'm betting that it's going to stay nice. And I also know where we're headed. We're going to a little location in one of the corners of this map. Another popular campsite. Should be able to find some gear there. So one way to orient yourself in Mystery Lake is with these railroad tracks. They go, I think it's north or south, or maybe it's east-west through the zone. I can't really remember. But they are super useful for finding your way. They're really useful because since they run through the middle of the zone, when you find them, even in bad weather, you can kind of be like, okay, this is the way I need to go. And the telephone line will lead you to the camp office. It's probably another reason that it's a popular camping spot. Nothing on that frozen corpse over there. It's a big disappointment. Lots of harvestable firewood right there. That's good. Good to take note of. Good to see. the sound of the trees cracking under the wind and the cold. It's so comforting, isn't it? So obviously, I've played Mystery Lake a lot. I know where a lot of the locations are, and I'm aware that new time players aren't just going to be able to go, from the camp office to the trapper's cabin and then over to the hydro dam and search all the big money spots looking for the items that will help them survive. But that's also another reason that I'm making this video.
Can't feel my hands.
It's to help new people out. It's to help old players out. It's to entertain people. Let them see and experience how I play the Long Dark. Alright, so because sometimes there's a wolf over here, but it looks like today we're golden. It's like no wolf. Tired meter is running low, though. Or not tired, our cold meter. We are almost out of body temperature.
Never felt so cold in my life.
And so you see how long we were outside for? We weren't outside for very long, and we're already starting to freeze. This is why having a good set of gear in the Long Dark's importance cannot be understated. It is so important to acquire a good set of gear as soon as possible. And then it's even more important for your long-term survival to acquire and start drying skins and guts from animals so that you can make the crafted clothing in the game, which is more advanced and will only be touched upon in this episode. It will not be covered completely. So this episode is just about your first few days, and most players aren't going to have access to crafted clothing or the option to craft it until maybe day 15 or later, because you're going to need to acquire the skins first. You're going to need to harvest them, and then you're going to have to put them in an indoor location to cure. And I believe the shortest amount of time that a skin takes to cure is 5 days for rabbit pelt and deer, 6 for wolf, 10 for bear, and 15 for moose, if I'm remembering this correctly. But it's a lot of time. It's not easy to make these craftable items. So this is why we're throwing together a set of gear and getting it patched up, because this is going to be how you survive the first weeks, even on Interloper. But again, let me stress, on Interloper, you probably won't have enough supplies to hunker down. You will probably be forced to move from site to site until you have the resources to make arrowheads. At which point you will go to the forge, you will craft arrowheads, and then you will make the bow and arrows. Those will be your ticket to long-term survival on Interloper. Alright, so there's the cabin up ahead. The field looks free of predators, that's good. Let's take a look down here. There's usually a deer carcass inside that shed. Usually one that spawns. The bear is over there, I can see him. Yep, there's a deer carcass in there. We're going to go check it real quick. See, we're not going to harvest anything right now because we're already freezing. Trying to harvest anything outside when you're already cold is a really bad idea, and it's an easy way to get yourself killed. Okay, we don't want any of this right now. It's frozen. What's over here? Oh, just a feather. You'll find feathers around frozen corpses and around animal carcasses that either spawn in the world or that you create and you leave behind for a little bit, because the birds will circle above them, and that's what causes the feathers to spawn on the ground for the player to collect. Feathers are important for making the aforementioned arrows, no matter what difficulty you're on, but especially on Interloper. As you can see, there's no birds up there right now. That's because of the inclement weather. If it was clear right now, there would be birds circling the deer carcass in the air above it. So this is the trapper's cabin. This is another highly recommended campsite for people new to the game or for experienced players looking for a good place in Mystery Lake to hunker down. This is it. There's the rifle rounds, but hey, the rifle isn't hanging there, so those won't do us any good right now. Locker is locked. We're going to need a pry bar to open that. Painkillers, yep. Those are good. We didn't have any of those yet. Anything in here? Nothing. Bandage, antiseptic. Wow, really? Snare, beef jerky, sewing kit. Okay. Cloth, rifle kit, sewing kit. All right. The sewing kit will be useful because we can use it instead of the fit. Oh, 2 sewing kits. Yes. All right, that's going to be great for repairing our clothes. Rifle cartridge on the ground, 2 flares. Great for scaring wolves off and defending ourselves. All right. Some firewood there. Maybe we'll... Oh, the cooking pot. Okay. This will let us boil 2 liters of water in one go. Of course, it'll take 2 hours, but it's a bigger container. It lets us make more at once. We like that. We like that a lot. Just going to leave this can here like it's going to be used. Ah, the hunting knife. Okay. This thing is even better at skinning animals and harvesting carcasses than the hatchet is. The only thing the hatchet excels at the hunting knife, or over the hunting knife at, is hacking meat right off the carcass so that you can harvest it quickly. The hatchet is the best tool for harvesting meat quickly. Other than that, the hunting knife will be your go-to. So I'm glad we found that. Nothing. Can opener, all right. So it looks like this is our... Still very early in the day right now. Alright, so the safe might be intimidating to a lot of new players, but here's the way to cheese it. You open the safe without knowing the combination by slowly going around the ticker like this. When you hear the first tumbler click to release, you keep turning and then you stop. As soon as it does. Come on, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's that tumbler at? Man, it's like they got rid of... Oh, there it is. And then we go back the other way. Once the tumbler unlocks. Master safe cracker. That is what we are. Not really, just a guy hoping to get lucky. Don't worry writing down the code or anything, because the code will always be different. It is never the same in this game. And then we just go back slowly until we tick the 3rd tumbler, and we will have access to the goodies in this safe. Hopefully, we get lucky and something awesome spawned in here. There we go. What's in the safe?
That'll come in handy.
Wow, useless cash and a flare. Okay, so the flare is obviously money. We need that, but the money is useless. And we didn't need that. Okay, so let's see here. What are we going to do? Just going to eat a little bit of jerky. Yep. That way we can sleep a couple hours to get some warmth back. The bed also gives a warmth bonus, which helps us warm up quicker. It's good. So we're going to get a little bit of condition back for that. We're going to come out of there needing to drink water. And back to starving. Because that's just how we roll all the time here. I heard there's a well-fed food buff, but the amount of calories that you can consume by staying fed in this game, it just makes it not worth it, in my opinion. We will test that out further down the line in our current playthrough. But not right now, when we are trying to scavenge resources with everything we have desperately. There's the bear. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away. I don't even really want to get near the carcass right now because he's so fucking close. This will be our dinner tonight. Run, run, run. Oh my god. I think he's following us. Oh no.
Where can I find something to eat?
No, okay, he didn't. Oh man. That was scary. The bear is so fast, like, it wouldn't have done any good to run from him. If he was following us, he would have caught us. So we're just gonna go back inside. I think he's got the idea of where we are, and we did smell like deer meat, so that's gonna be our food for tonight when we make a fire. For now, we're gonna do some patching up of our clothes, because getting our gear together is definitely the main priority. This is a great sweater. This needs to be repaired. That would have been another huge blow if the bear had caught us. Would have been. He doesn't really mess you up so much as he just destroys your kit, just rips your clothes apart. And when you're getting your set of gear together, that's the last thing you need, is another impediment. Let's repair our thermal underwears. Yep. Our shoes are wet. See that? 16% wet. Yeah, well, what do I expect wearing worn leather shoes around here? Man, I would kill for some trail boots right now, or just like any kind of boot would be nice. Ugh. Alright. What are we gonna do? Sun's about to go down. Ooh. Herbal tea.
This'll come in handy.
That's just great. Let's go look outside and see if the bear's still there. Nope. Looks like he's moved on, which is good. Because that'll give us a moment to go harvest that deer, so I can just show all the new players what I was talking about. So we're going to harvest the hide and the guts, and then put them inside the trapper's cabin to cure for now. Because that's going to be one of the things you want to do as soon as you start playing the Long Dark. Okay, we got some bunnies over here. And we have one rock. I want more than one fucking rock. So you just beat him. Run up. Oh my god, he got away? Ugh. Okay, that seemed like a glitch. That really made me upset, because I like catching rabbits successfully. Here we go. Wow, okay, miss. Alright, so... Stop looking like an idiot. Let's miss again, okay. So, learning how to catch rabbits with stones in this game is a pretty crucial skill because rabbit hides are super useful. Another thing that's cool about rabbits, I'll demonstrate once we actually get one. There we go. Alright, sorry buddy, but we are going to have to kill you. Oof. Alright, so the rabbit goes into our inventory. See, watch. He's going to be right here in the food. Yep, all of them. See, we can actually carry the rabbit with us after we kill him, which is very convenient. Let's see if we can get 2 conies. Alright. And break the neck. Alright, cool. Probably the most unpleasant part of this game is killing those rabbits like that, but hey, that's part of survival, eh? We're just gonna get over to here, and we're gonna duck inside the cabin and drop these rabbits off. Then we're gonna get the hide and the guts before we settle down in here for the night. Drop off our rabbit catch right there. 2 conies. Alright. I'm going to go back outside. Hey, stop the barking! Silly dogs. Small dogs just never seem to quit barking, you know? They just love to bark. Alright, so it's getting cold out here, but it's not as cold as it was when we came to Trapper's Cabin. We can spend a little bit of time outside right now in the waning hours of the day. Hide 40 minutes, 50 minutes with the knife to get both guts and the hide.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
That leaves us a little bit cold. Don't really have time to gather any firewood right now, because that would make us freeze, and that's not a good idea given our current condition and the fact that we're already starving. Firewood is one of those resources I like to gather on a nice clear day, obviously, when I don't really need it.
So cold.
Alright, back inside the Trapper's Cabin we go. And we need to drop both guts and the deer hide on the floor. There we go. Rabbit carcass, we're going to harvest it. We want all the meat, we want the hide, we want the guts. Let's go. Next one, luckily we can do this work in the dark. It does let you harvest outside without any sort of light source, so it makes sense you can do it inside. Alright, great. We got all the stuff off these. We want to back up. We want to drop the guts. We're going to drop the pelts right over here in front of the door.
Could end up being useful.
Nice, okay. Wood stove. We're gonna start a fire. We're gonna use the cash. Yeah. Sticks, cardboard matches. Come on. Let's get one started. This will be our fire for the night, hopefully. Come on. Come on. Let's get started. It'd be nice not to waste a match. And a tinder plug. All right, great. I'm going to throw the fur on there. I'm going to throw on some more sticks. And we're going to cook. We are going to cook up that rabbit. Yep. Make some more water while we're at it. All right, great. Make some coffee while we're here. Yep. I'll make some tea too. We'll make 2 cups of coffee and a cup of tea while we're here. We're not going to drink these things right now. We're just going to keep them in our inventory for when they are needed. Great. Alright. I'm just going to eat some food and bed down for the night then. Eat some rabbit. Yep. Great. Alright, now we're going to take ourselves a nap. 6 hours sounds good. See where we're at after that.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
We're gonna drop these smaller pieces of rabbit right there. Boom, good to go. We're gonna eat chips. Eat the lower conditioned food in your inventory first is always a good rule of thumb. You can hit cancel to only eat part of the thing that you've selected, so you don't have to eat it all at once. It's a good move. Space your food out when you're using the starvation method so you can sleep proper periods. Alright, we wake up, we got a full condition bar, our calories are ticking down, and all our other needs are met. So we're going to drink some water.
I could eat anything right now.
And this is where we're actually going to stop for now, and then we're going to resume. You won't see the stop, it's just going to keep going, but this is where I'm going to stop for now and then do some more filming later. So the game will save by going back inside. And I'll see you guys soon. Alright, so here we are. We've slept 2 nights away on Great Bear Island, and this is technically day 3 for the Survivor. Although, yep, this is day 3 indeed. Day 3. Alright, we're looking good. There's the guts from the rabbit we harvested. Rancid venison. Do we want to bother to cook that before we leave today? Let's go look at the weather. It's always a choice thing to do, is check the weather in this game when you get up. Weather's looking great. Yeah. Oh, it's kind of cold out right now. Is there more rabbits yet? Maybe we can catch another rabbit or two. Rabbit fur is going to be essential for getting your mid to late game gear together, because you're going to want to make rabbit skin hat and gloves.
Getting weak.
No rabbits today? Is that a backpack over there? Let's go look. Investigate. Yep. Okay, so right now I'm using one of my strategies I like to do, which is kind of following the edge of a map. The edges of maps seem pretty safe for the most part. This is a zone wall right here. If we look at our map, we have no map because I'm just used to playing this game knowing where I am. I'll probably be mapping later on my runs. Eventually making a video about mapping, even though it's not something I really do too much. Nice. Such a peaceful area, Mystery Lake. I mean, everywhere in this game is pretty peaceful, but I spotted a sapling over here. Let's see what it is. If it's maple, we can make a bow out of it. If it's birch, we can make the shafts to make arrows. Or arrow shafts, we think. Yeah, the wooden shafts to make arrows. Hell yeah, maple. Alright. What's over there? Oh, just wood. Thought it was a... Yeah, see, there's a deer right there next to that wood. Alright, up this next hill we go. These steep hills in the back of Mystery Lake are just fucking really something else. They're intimidating because you have no idea what you're going to encounter as you come up over them. They're also nice in the sense that once you get to the top, you have a good field of vision. We get up here, we'll be able to look down and see what's up on the next area, Mystery Lake.
Can't feel my feet.
Yeah, I know we're a little cold. There's a hunting blind down there. Okay, that's the quiet pond. Pretty sure. Doesn't look like there's anything going on at Quiet Pond right now. Let's get down there and see what's up. Stop the growling. Be quiet, please. Alright, and as I lectured my dog, I sprained my ankle. Awesome. Alright, well this is a good little tutorial right here. When you sprain your ankle, you're going to need painkillers and a bandage. So, oh no. Oh, we do, okay, good. Use the painkillers to treat the pain. Use the
Never felt
bandage
so cold in
to
my
treat
life.
your ankle. Boom, sprained ankle fixed. There's a deer carcass there, but I don't really want to harvest it at the moment. It's good to note, though. Oh, the survival
Can't be too
bow.
careful.
Money. Oh, backup hatchet, more dog food, newspaper roll, good stuff. Great stuff in that hunting blind, actually. I know wolf wanders that frozen river. I've been attacked over there before during the night. Birds over the carcass. Yep. We shouldn't stay out here. We're freezing. We need to find some cover. Man-made structure. That's what we need to warm up inside. See, and that's going to be one of your biggest struggles during the early game, guys, is you're just going to be trying to stay warm. And that means you're going to be looking for, oh, there we go, indoor location right there. Well, I mean, hopefully. Pretty sure we can go inside those cabins up ahead. But yeah, you're going to be going essentially from one location indoors to another location until you have a set of gear that's going to let you do any sort of extended activity outside, which is going to take several days at the minimum to acquire, and a little bit of luck. So, you know, if your first run of the Long Dark doesn't go well, don't get upset. If your 5th run of the Long Dark doesn't go well, don't get upset. If your 10th run of the Long Dark doesn't go well,
I think I can use this.
don't get upset. Because that's just how this game is, man. It can eat new and veteran players alive at times. Alright, let's see, that's what's in there. That's it. Okay. Look under this stuff and go check the other cabin. Okay. Where's that vest? Okay, oh, vest is outer layer. We'll take it. Oh, it's crap. Vest is one of the worst items in the game, in my opinion. Ragged sports vest. Oh, it's just an outhouse. Ugh. Ooh, pry bar. Alright, we know that the locker at Trapper's Cabin. We'll use that on there at some point to see what's inside. That's awesome. Right, we'll go back inside. Now, do we have anything that's partially eaten already on us? Yeah, we do. Cool. So we eat that. And then we're just going to rest for a couple hours in this bed right here to warm up. Drink some water. Yummy. Alright. Doing good. Let's go check the weather. Weather outside is perfect. Less cold than it was before. Even clearer so we can see further, which is great.
Die if I don't get some food soon.
Alright. I think the forestry lookout's right. Yep, I can see it through the trees. It's a big landmark on the map, and it's not a good place to set up base. It's very cold up there. It's hard to maintain body heat. It's also kind of a long trek to the top. It's not ideal in what you want for a base. don't want to take a long time going from your base to your renewable resources like your hunting grounds or your fishing hole or where you grab your wood. And the lookout is just really out of the way. As you'll see when we go up there. I think we're going to go up there. This is the way to the Forestry Lookout's peak, or at least the peak where the Forestry Lookout is. I hope everyone watching this is enjoying the first few days of the Long Dark so far. I'm enjoying making this, that's for sure. Having a lot of fun. Hope people are learning stuff. Backpack over here. That's one of the things about the Long Dark is you just have to stay vigilant for the little things. Just when I never know when something is just going to pop up. It shouldn't really be there. That needs to be in your backpack and not sitting in the snow. Nice overcast sky. You know, people don't usually say that, but in this case, it's very, very true. This is a great day in the Long Dark. So I feel like we've been going up this pathway for a while. This is a good example of why the Forestry Lookout does not make a good campsite. It takes quite a while to get up here. I hope we don't go all the way up here to find that there's a wolf waiting for us. That'd be a real shitter, wouldn't it? Nope, it's just completely wrecked. I'm not used to this. This is usually a complete structure. Okay. Wow, this is interesting. This is the first interesting thing I've come across.
Could end up being
place,
useful.
Really. First unique instance. Well, charcoal. Cloth, okay. Anything in the supply bin?
This'll come in handy.
Rope, mine cloth, nothing useful really, but I know where we can put the rope. Right here. What? There's 2 forestry lookouts now in Mystery Lake? Okay, alright. So we deploy the rope here.
I need to drop something.
Wolf, cool. Where'd that barking come from? That sounded really close. Just gonna map this area while we're here, which is probably gonna turn out to be a bad idea. Whiteout conditions, huh? Wolf down there. What are we gonna do? We're gonna go down this rope because it's actually the quickest way off the summit. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. No, we're not. There's a wolf directly down there. Never mind. As soon as I started going down that rope, I saw what barked at us. Alright, that made more sense. It was right down there below us. As you can see, it's not cold out. Without the wind hitting us, we're actually gaining body temperature right now. So hopefully that'll continue as we get down to the bottom of this. We still need to find some better clothing to lead to long-term survival, that's for sure. This is probably one of my favorite times in the long dark, when you're not freezing and the snow is slowly drifting about you on a calm day as you trek through the snow on your way to your location, determined to survive. Alright, so this woodlot or logging camp over here is kind of a dangerous area. The wolves tend to blend into the trunks, so you need to be careful when exploring out there. I don't even know if there's anything good out there. There's probably a supply cache somewhere. Probably a couple items spread out here and there for the player to grab. Yeah, for the most part, we're going to travel along the top of this snowbank so that we can have a good view of this area. Always try to move with the lay of the land. It's going to be a big tip. I think it's going to be something that a lot of people talk about this game say, is you're going to want to follow the natural lay of the land. If a certain path is going to give you line of sight over an area, that is the path you want to travel, because line of sight will keep you safe in this game. Will keep you aware. And there's a corpse over there. I think so. Looks like it's something. Just a rock? Yep, just my eyes playing tricks on me. Never mind. Although, as you can see, my sprain indicator right next to my head there is active. So, I mean, walking along this hillside here isn't the best idea all the time, but I'd rather be able to see what's around me in this situation, since this area is just so treacherous. Hey, look at that. There's the logging trailers for this area. Well, we just found a pry bar, so that's not so useful to us, but hey, it's not bad to have two of them. Are we gonna find some boots? Finding some boots would be like total tits in these logging cabins. That would be a big boon. Can't believe we're still walking around in leather shoes. I mean, I can believe it, but man, in my other game with the Long Dark, I had like 6 pairs of boots at my base. This is making me really appreciate finding shoes. Hell yeah. Coffee, OP. Stump Buster. This is part of the new gunpowder and bullet crafting system.
Pack is getting kind of heavy.
We'll make a video about that eventually, once we actually start to experience it. It's been a while since I played the Long Dark all the way through a whole survival playthrough, and so I have yet to experience the gunpowder and bullet making system. We don't really have room for you. We're gonna take you. Worry about pack management in the morning when we get up. Because I think we're gonna stay the night in this place. I think. Haven't really decided yet. Check the burnout building. What do we got? Cooking pot. I don't know what happened to that first pot that we found. It seems to have disappeared from my inventory, but I ain't tripping about it. Although that could be huge depending on what region you're starting your game in. If something just poofs from your inventory, trust me, that's not a common occurrence.
That'll come in handy.
Jeans. Come on, can we find some good pants or some good boots or just anything for our lower half? Wow. Oh, yes!
What have we here?
Real boots. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Real boots. Okay, and yes, we are going to stay the night here, especially now that we found boots. We're gonna consolidate these supplies we've got. And this is the trailer we're gonna stay in. What are we gonna do here? We don't need one of these pry bars. We don't need one of these hatchets right now. harvesting some of these clothes we're not going to need. Hell yeah. Alright, sounds like the wind's kicking up outside, that's for sure. One more hour. Now we need to feed ourselves. Drink water. Now we're good to sleep. Still nighttime means drink some more water. Go back to bed.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
See where we're at after a couple more hours of sleeping. Looks like it's the early hours of the morning. Let's look outside and see how the weather is. Refill our coffee. Oh, look at that. Nice and cold. Nice and dark. Probably not the greatest conditions to go out in right now. Spend the early morning hours repairing our clothes, probably. Let's see here. Yeah, let's do that. Can't repair well in the dark. Well, fine.
Getting weak.
No, we're okay, buddy. We're fine. Alright. Come on. Alright. Alright, so I think for the first time in this run, all of our gear that we're wearing is above 50%. That's good. We're getting some warmth out of this gear finally. We're still missing an inner layer of legs, an outer layer of legs, a second hat. Oh, second hat. We have one of those. We're going to break down this bedroll for more cloth before we go. Alright. Stick our head outside and see what's going on. Still a pretty cold morning outside. But you know, we're actually not going to be going too far, so we're going to go out into that cold morning. Yeah, we're going to be going out into that cold morning. Here we go. Wolf ahead. Avoid at all costs. 2 wolves. Maybe it's just one. Whatever it is, avoid at all costs. While playing pickup sticks. Keep moving. Don't let him sense us. Don't let him see us. Alright, looks clear over here. I believe as we, yep, there's the power lines, so we know the train tracks are going to be right there, because the train tracks follow the power lines, yep. Alright, yeah, this is looking good. Let's descend right here. As long as it's clear, we can go check this train car. No, there's a wolf over there, which makes me really not want to risk it at the moment. Another deer carcass right here. Is that a human carcass or a deer carcass over here? Probably human. 2 deer carcasses this close together is pretty rare in game. Yep. Frozen non-survivor up ahead. Hunting knife, yep, we're gonna need that more than you, buddy. Nothing on the corpse.
Surrounded by snow.
Nothing new for us, huh? Okay.
Can't feel my hands.
Alright, so up ahead, that's the Carter Dam. It's probably one of the most loot-heavy locations in Mystery Lake. We could have come right here if we wanted to, but that's not usually what I do on this map. I usually come here after a few days. A wolf used to spawn sometimes inside the dam. I'm not sure if that's the case anymore. If it is, it could be pretty dangerous because we don't really have the weapons to kill a wolf except in a melee struggle. And a melee struggle is not ideal because those can go south for us pretty quickly.
Die if I don't want.
Alright, let's loot these.
I could use this. Too heavy.
Alright, good food. Dusting sulfur. Pretty sure that's used for the gunpowder mechanics. More marking paint.
Need more of that.
Keep an energy bar inside the first aid kit. Hell yeah. That'll fix him right up. Alright, I think we've got everything that was hidden in here. Check out the other trailer. More peaches. Oh, water, hell yeah, just what we needed. First locker for us to force open with a pry bar.
Could end up being useful.
Yes! That is big money right there. Ragged old-fashioned parka. Just gotta fix it up. Nothing down there. Granola bar, hell yeah.
I'm so thirsty I can't think straight. Alright, come on, let's repair this old parka. Hell yeah. Oh, nice. Alright, so we're actually feeling pretty warm now, which is awesome. Nice clear day outside, not losing body temperature too fast now. And this is the dam. Another deer carcass out front. So right there with the 4 deer carcasses that we've located in Mystery Lake, that's enough to make either the pants or the boots. It's just a matter of surviving until the stuff's ready to be made into said pants or boots. So as you can see, the game does give the player ways to make the gear without actually having to harvest some of the animals himself, or sorry, kill some of the animals himself. It's completely possible to get deerskin pants and shoes while playing using the pacifist method, which is where you would not hunt animals. Now, long-term survival, I don't think that's possible in the game without hunting animals. No way. You're going to have to fish at some point. You're going to have to... I mean, you're going to want to hunt moose to make some of the things the moose can be made into. The bearskin bedroll is invaluable for sleeping in some of the worst conditions in the game. Keeps you nice and warm. You Nothing too big right there in the opening office. So workbench here. Right now, the only thing we're going to take is more food or more clothes or a tool we don't have. Anything else is going to get left here. It's like that hatchet. That hatchet's going to get left here near the entryway before we leave. Not having a lot of luck with loot here. It is kind of the name of the game. If you play on Stalker or Interloper difficulty, you're not going to find a ton of loot spread out through the world. If you play on Pilgrim or Voyager, you will find that locations have quite a bit of loot for you initially to take with you when you come.
I think I can use this. I'm just out of this stuff.
Nothing, alright. Nothing. Nothing. Wow, okay. Starting to move slow because of the encumberment. Another workbench, huh?
That'll come in handy.
Flare, hell yeah. Matches, money.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Yeah, he don't. Alright.
I need more of that. I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Alright, so we're going to start compiling stuff we don't need to take with us right here. Let's start with all this shit, huh? Alright, so jerry can is going to stay here. Extra hatchet's gonna stay here. Extra knife is gonna stay here. Don't need the charcoal. the rest of the stuff I want to get back to the base with me that's on me, so it's just going to stay on me for now. We could explore the lower half of the dam, but I have a feeling if we do that, we're just going to bring back too much gear. But, I mean, we might want to do that just to bring it to the front, as it were. Up the stairs.
What have we here?
Ski gloves, nice. Cargo pants, hell yeah.
Thank goodness.
Food. Can't turn our nose up at that, huh?
I need more of that. Just what I need.
And all of our we're going to take that with us just to move it towards the front.
I'll die if I run out of water.
Yep, 1 liter of water, hell yeah. We're just going to spend the rest of this day in the dam, repairing our kit, and getting ready for the track back to the camp office in the morning.
It's probably the best thing to do with our time at this point. Hell yeah. Alright, now look at our gear. 13 degrees Celsius warmth bonus, 5% windproof bonus, or 5 windproof bonus. Let's look outside and see how it is. We're not freezing right now. Feels like 1 degree. Looks like we've successfully assembled a kit that's going to keep us warm at times. It's not enough warmth. It's not nearly as much as you can get, but this is what you want starting out right here. Decently filling up your slots with whatever you can find and repairing the best items among them. That is the ticket to short-term success in the long dark, is getting your gear together first. So we're going to put our bedroll down right here. I think this might be the first time in the playthrough that we are using our bedroll. Don't need these mittens. Alright, we're going to drink this poor condition soda. Try to repair our jeans for nope. Not gonna happen. Alright. Well, we're gonna eat this cold can of peaches. Peaches are good because, you know, fruit juice gives you hydration. It's kind of nice. Each food in the long dark kind of has its own little twist to it, what it does. Like candy and granola bars tend to dehydrate you, as does cooked game meat. Like deer meat is always going to slightly dehydrate you when you eat it, so you're going to need to drink some water with it. Still great stuff, though. It's not like the drawbacks are worse than the benefits, that's for sure. Sleep 6 hours. Oh. The aurora is going on outside. Wow. Carter Dam gets crazy during the aurora, as you can see.
Right about now.
Wow. Sparkling of lights in here.
Need a drink.
It's currently the middle of the night.
Now, the Aurora is kind of dangerous for the player. It can be really dangerous. It's easy to see outside because of the northern lights and the usually clear conditions, but the wolves are extremely predatory during this phase of the game. When the Aurora is out, they seem to stalk you from a long way away, and their eyes glow green and they become very aggressive. It's just not advisable to travel in conditions like this, especially if you're a new player. I think just for the sake of entertainment, we're going to check our kit, drink some water, and drink some coffee too. We're going to grab our stuff and we're going to go out into the Aurora to get back to the camp office. This is not something I would normally do. This is more to illustrate the Aurora for new players and for people who want to see this. So, as a famous professional once said, don't try this at home. But, I mean, feel free to try it at home because this is a game after all. Alright, so here we go, off into the Aurora. Bad Ideas 101, The Long Dark. We just got our first full set of kit assembled, so what are we going to do? We're going to take it out into the blistering cold underneath the colorful sky, and we're going to test our luck with the wolves. It's so freaking beautiful. This game is just magnificent. I'm also aware that taking the train tracks straight back to the camp office is a bad idea. I'm very aware of that. And you're probably wondering, if you're still watching, well, why are you taking this risk? Why are you did everything else carefully. Why go back to the camp office like this? Well, if I get attacked by a wolf, I'll be able to show you guys what to do. And if I die, you know, you guys will get a laugh and I get an egg on my face, right? So we saw a wolf earlier up ahead by this abandoned, I guess it's an engine, some sort of old railroad engine. Could be a caboose, but you know, cabooses are powered too. Caboose engine, whatever. Yep, wolves up ahead. You can see him. See how he's green? Almost glowing. There's actually 3 of them, so we're not going to go that way. That'd be terrible. We are instead going to try and use the icy river to get back to the lake and then to the camp office. Probably a much safer route. 3 wolves is just a good way to get killed.
Walking into the wind, we're getting slowed down.
Come on, come on.
Oh, so pristine and so creepy at the same time. I love the strange music of the aurora. The sounds of the unknown playing in your ears. Effects of the coffee finally expired. The coffee is very, very OP. Haven't been this nervous playing a long golf in quite a while. I don't usually go out during the aurora unless it's to go somewhere specific. Some locations in the game require the aurora to be running so that they're powered by electricity. Examples include the milling machines and I think the gunpowder. I think the gunpowder bench also needs power to run. Alright, we're clear right now, we're clear. Oh, big bundle of birch saplings right there. That is Arrow City. Arrow Shaft City right there. Oh, fuck. Get back. Get back. Okay, look, we've got a wolf in front of us. We can use the flare to kind of delay him. So we run ahead. We turn around. We keep an eye on his position. We run a little bit ahead. He's not going to like when we break line of sight. He's probably going to speed up to try to see us. If we didn't have this flare on, he'd be closing in a lot quicker. This flare would definitely not deter the 3 wolves we saw along the railroad track. He's still following us. He's not really deterred by the... If we stay slow, he will attack us. He's coming. This is good though, see, because we're just gonna keep showing you the keeping them at bay tactic, and then once we get outside the camp office, we'll show you guys a wolf struggle. Oh, he ran off. He's scared. He's scared. kind of disappointing. I wanted to show you guys a wolf struggle, so maybe we'll go out here and get ourselves attacked on purpose. Actually, maybe we'll just leave it for another day. Alright, so we're going to get this wolf over here, and we're going to fuck with him a little bit. I guess the Aurora's done with, so wolves won't be quite as dangerous. Come on, why don't you see me yet? There we go. No, his eyes are still glowing. Aurora's still going. Okay, here we go. We're going to fuck with this wolf a little bit to show you guys some wolf mechanics. Alright, so right now he's locked onto us. He's stalking just like the other guy was. We could keep him at bay just like this for a while. But we could also try throwing the flare at him, which doesn't seem to have deterred him at all. That happens a lot when they're in this Aurora mode. Okay.
I'm so cold. I'm warming up again.
Now, if the wolf does get close enough to you, this is what will happen. Come on. Oh, he's charging. Here we go. Wolf struggle incoming. Alright. Blood loss and major
Gotta stop
bruising.
that blood loss.
And that wolf will probably die later from being hit by the hatchet. And we're curing the infection sites, and we are treating ourselves with bandages. We got 2 nasty bites from that wolf. So that's the basics of a wolf struggle right there. As you can see, it took our condition down quite a bit. It's, the main reason you want to avoid it is it's a good way to get yourself killed. You really never want to get into a wolf struggle below 50% on your condition bar. Like a second struggle right now could easily kill us. But yeah, let's get back to the camp cabin. We're also freezing. Let's make this as quick as possible. Smart. Okay. Alright, and so this is something I don't normally do, but I'm just going to light this up and put it right here. There's plenty of light inside right now. We're just going to usually just do inventory during the day.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
But why not? Let's just do it right here, right now.
picking books and shooting books can just go over here. Alright, we got enough out of our pack right now, but you always want to keep probably between about 6 to 10 kilograms free, even when you're loaded down with loot for or with gear for exploring an area, trying to scavenge new stuff. But if you're traveling, I generally like to pack heavy, but that'll be for another video. I did one video on traveling already, but that was just from Milton to Mystery Lake. There'll be plenty of videos about traveling in this game and how to do it properly in the future. But yeah, this is the Long Dark. This is your first few days. I showed you guys how to get a set of gear together and fix it up. Showed you guys how to establish a camp in Mystery Lake, a campsite at either the camp office or at the Trapper's Cabin. You could even use the Carter Hydro Dam. All three of those locations work pretty well. I'm going to recommend the camp office and the Trapper's Cabin, though. Definitely the best places. Trapper's Cabin has easy access to game animals, like the name would suggest, and the camp office has access to the lake if you fancy yourself a fisherman, which I'm not going to cover in this since fishing isn't really part of the early game. Fishing is more the mid to late game. Yeah. This is your first few days in the Long Dark. So, I hope you guys learned something. I hope that this video was informative. And I hope that you had fun watching. So, like, subscribe. Please help me in the channel out by doing that. That'd be great, guys. If you want to comment on other survival topics you want me to cover in the Long Dark, that'd be awesome too. See what I can do about that. Anyway, until next time, guys, stay safe in the cold of the Long Dark.